Hi everybody, welcome to today's study. The question today is, what is salvation, or what is the meaning of salvation? If you were to ask 1000 Christians, 99% of them wouldn't even know the meaning of salvation. Of course, you would have gone to Bible studies, you would have attended preachings, you would have attended seminars, but the truth has to be told, and that is majority of the Christians are totally unaware the meaning of salvation, and that is very sad. Foremost, let us know what the word salvation is and where does it come from. It comes from the Latin word salvare. It is spelled as S-A-L-V-A-R-E. It means to save. In other words, you are saved from danger. Imagine you are in a small hotel, in a hotel room, and it catches fire. The room is locked. Now, for you to get saved, somebody who is very strong, who has the required equipment, he or she should break in with courage, and with the right type of equipment, they should come inside. It can be one person or two persons. They have to break the door. They should enter. So there are few important things you got to know here. One, the person should have an equipment, and the next, he or she should have the desire to save you. Your salvation, so when it means you being saved from that furnace or from that devouring fire, mentions, or I would say in simple terms, is what it means, salvation. The raging fire wants to eat you, it wants to devour you, but you are saved by this gentleman or by this noble lady who had come, who had this desire to deliver you. So that is the simple word. Now you have to understand, human beings are not just human beings of flesh and blood. They have the nth dimension of what is called as thoughts. As one man said, the fastest thing that can move on this planet is not light, it is the thoughts, the thought process. It's your thought and my thought and everybody's thoughts. That's the fastest thing, that's the fastest element that can move. Now, when you are sitting here, it can be anywhere in the world. It can be in Africa or Australia or America or India, but you're able to think about somebody who is close to you in some other continent. So that is the velocity in which you're able to communicate your thoughts. Of course, your feeling of love to this person would definitely be communicated to that person. That person would also be simultaneously thinking about you, and we have got different words in metaphysics. The point I wish to make here is, when you are able to send in your thoughts, why is it so difficult for people to visualize hell or to visualize judgment? As I mentioned to you, we are not dogs or cats or monkeys. The moment we die, we are just dead and gone. No, there is something called as judgment. Consider for one particular minute that there is no judgment. Then that means no matter you're good or bad on this planet Earth, irrespective of your nature, there is not going to be any net result, or in other words, there is not going to be any net reward. There is a story of this poor guy called Lazarus. He was a beggar sitting at the gates of the rich man. He was filled with bugs and ticks and whatnot. He was scratching all the time, but he was sincere. He was a holy man. Of course, his flesh gave up on him, but that doesn't matter. There are a lot of people who are sick and who are scratching themselves, who are suffering from ordeals of sicknesses, but yet their heart is pure, and that there should be a differentiation between those who have a healthy body, who are swimming in ambience, enjoying their opulence and feasting every day, and doing all sort of injustice to their fellow human being. Please remember, feasting every day is not bad. If you have the ability, you can do it, but you cannot perform injustice to your fellow human being. I'm not saying being rich is bad, but what I'm saying is that you have the right to be rich. You are destined to be rich. But at the same time, make sure to do good to your fellow human being. Don't do injustice to them. So the point what I'm trying to say is, you can be a king and do good to the people, but don't be a king and spew evil. Do good. That's important. That's critical. So the meaning is, when Lazarus dies, he gets judged and he is given paradise. But when the rich man, the evil guy, who was not even willing to help anybody, he was judged and given and sent to hell. So the point what I'm trying to say is, judgment is real. Every individual, man or woman, when you're born on this world, you will have to face judgment. And that is what is called as eternity. People may not like it, but just because you bury your head in the sand, does it mean that the world becomes dark? The world becomes null and void? No. You can close your eyes and tell yourself, nothing happens. I don't know the meaning of salvation, so I was ignorant. No. Being ignorant is no way an excusable crime, is no way an excuse that would protect you from being judged. So what is the meaning of salvation? It's simple. To get yourself covered, to get yourself delivered, to get yourself protected from eternal damnation when judgment is going to take place.